What is this? Oh. Okay. I've never seen this before. Part of the reason I never have seen this is because when I started playing, mechs weren't in the game yet. Like, at the start of the season, mechs took a little bit to come out. That's a brand new hero to me. I was like, is this just an alternate art? But I have never seen her. Seems like she works really well with the strategy that we just did, and she obviously pushes you into mechs. You'd like to kind of level up to make better use of her.
What's your strategy?
Seems good. Also good to pick up things that die multiple times, so like in undead games or beasts, she's pretty good with, but unfortunately, we don't get any synergy with her off the bat. And it's kind of bad to not play something on turn 1 with her, but I am thinking of just playing the busker and holding it. Sure. Because I do think leveling up is going to be good on her. Ah, okay. Okay. Was that griefing?
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I'm not sure.
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
Did they grief? Were they trying to grief me? And I next leveled them? Or were they not trying to grief me and people don't do that? Like, it's such low value to not play a character on turn 1 and intentionally take 3 damage just to, or take 2 damage just to slightly set back the MacGyver by the tiniest amount, but who knows? Maybe they were trying to play me there. They did level up, so they are in it here. But my goal here is to grab the busker and then next turn likely level up again. If we find 2 really good characters that also work well with the hero power, maybe I will consider buying 2 things here.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
But just Harvest Golem probably isn't enough to make me not just tap this. I will say the more that we level, the more likely we are, or the less likely we are maybe, to find things that matter for our hero power. So that's kind of interesting. You know what?
It's not the strong.
Let's just play tempo. I think that just grabbing some additional stats right now is probably fine. Let's send off one text real quick.
You are not out of this yet.
And we even win this fight. Okay, fair enough. This game's been going very, very well for me. Like, Battlegrounds in general. Mana Saber seems pretty good to keep working with our hero power. We could give something Taunt, which is interesting, but I think I just grab a second Molten Rock, which just has Taunt, and then play another Mana Saber. Or play a Mana Saber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we lose, we get a free mech. That's win-win, baby. We'll see if Lich Bazil is going to try to grief us again. I have to imagine at this point they're going to play some things. They had one pirate against their last opponent, but I'm really curious to get in their head to know what was going on that first turn. I don't know.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Okay, this is a good build here. A lot of pirates. And we're just going to slowly grow their whole board, and we get a tie, we get a free mech. I'll take it. Tie is basically perfect. Okay, that's not really a mech, though. Kind of got lied to, though I will say, for not being a mech, it pumps up our elementals, and we can still magnetize to it later.
Yeah, let's step up our game.
And then I think I'm just going to grab this 4-5 that pumps these. It's a 4-7. That's pretty good value. Sure. Yeah, maybe this was the best mech we could have gotten. It's a 1, 2, 2 attack, and 5 health it added to the board. Not that much stats in itself, but
How do I attract all these minions? 2 words. Funnel cakes.
2 5's a decent amount of stats. Let's hide the cubs so that way we don't immediately summon and lose them. Cool. I guess the later you keep Mana Saber, the more likely it is to win you the game, but the earlier you put it, the more likely it is to just give you free passive mechs. It's a kind of interesting trade there. Okay, cool. I didn't want to attack into exactly that. And short of that, our attack options are quite good. Cool. Is this another win? Or even better, is this another tie? It's close. It's just barely a win, but we get 9 MacGyver triggers. I love it. And now we are almost in first place. Tied for second.
Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Monstrous Macaw is not terrible here. Play down a unit, play the Macaw. Sure. Macaw's just like a really good character that can potentially do some fun stuff. There's some crazy builds. I forget when I put this video out. I want to say it came out... Wait, did it come out today? No, I don't think I put out a Battlegrounds video this morning. I think I just didn't have time. I think it was Sunday's video, where my opponent had a crazy complicated endgame board. Yeah, Gallimentals was the title of the video. That really opened up my mind. Like, there's some crazy stuff you can do. And one of our opponents in the last game was using Jeweled Macaw plus the Death Rattle. Well, they're all Death Rattle guys. The Battle Cry guy,
You're doing
Metalhead,
great out there.
to just grab a bunch of, well, stuff like this to happen. How did they do this? I guess just faceless. Okay. Seems wild. But I guess I will take... Wow, Scrapper is so insane to grab this early. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. And goes along with... Like, it's just so good on MacGyver because you're already kind of playing to avenge anyways. Okay, this is
Your
really
minions
nuts.
really pulled their weight.
I like the banana slammer, but we're definitely scrapping here. Micro Mummy's cute. A Noyo module can go on Harvest Golem. And that's some nice scrap that could stick around for a bit, though. It's actually not insane. But it's a nice way to just have additional stats added to the board. Elise, I don't know. I think I'll just roll 2 more times, maybe sell out the Frostling. There's another McCall, which we could sell out the Frostling for as well. And then I also kind of like the Deflectobot at some point. I could sell off Molten Rock, Frostling, and Mana Saber. Even though I see
Down
there's a
minion and up a goal.
pair for Mana Saber.
Replacement detected.
So this allows me to go Deflectobot McCall and honestly makes the Harvest Golem having Taunt a little bit worse.
I think you can win.
We're
this
up
thing.
against the last place player. I don't know, might have been a little bit too greedy here by me, though they are certainly quite greedy. Going for shell collector strats. Okay, this is something else. This is something else right here. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to get the full damage golems off Harvest Golem here. We're going to get a bunch of gold from us, though are they dead? They might be dead for their troubles here. Go here. But don't get another scrap. Are they dead? Yes, they are. Okay, Serves, you're right. That was crazy, what you were trying to do. That was absolutely nuts there, Kitsy. Kisty.
Your minions really pulled
I
their
like
weight.
both of these because this is what we're doing. A second Harvest Golem is good because it's redundancy. I can also put a Replicating Menace on a number of different things here.
I like where you're going with this.
One more roll. Do we find a triple? No. We can go Tunnel Blaster McCall. That's not really going to help us. I think I will just bank on a Gambler for a moment. Sell out Molten Rock. Play both of these. And then probably just hold here. So the McCalls are going to start to get better or worse? Is this better? Oops. Well, I played it. So now I think that this McCall might summon a Golem and 3 Microbots. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of actually just now hoping that Harvest Golem gets attacked into and dies so that we actually have space to summon things. It's getting a little bit crowded, a little bit congested. I will get a free mech this turn. I think the Jeweled Macaws are really not super long for this world, and Deflectobots really need some more stats on them. But they do get the stats in combat at least, so that's kind of fun. A Cordatron's going to give them some more stats as well. And let's see, how many does this summon? It does summon multiple things. That's really cool. That gives me War Gear. I'm scrapping and I'm MacGyvering. This is cool. This is fun. Yeah, this is good. This is good, I've got to say. Okay. 15 damage. I don't know if we hit the cap or if we just got to it, but we can make our Deflectobots big already. So this is awesome.
Minions really
We can
pulled their
triple
weight.
the Harvest Golem, sell through the Gambler, and then find a level 6 discovery here.
The odds are in my favor.
Great. I can bring in more powerful minions now.
There are good ones on level 5. But yeah, we're just going to go for Uther here to get things kickstarted. And honestly, I don't know, I could also put some stats on the Scrapper. Oh, that's tough. I think I'm going to go Uther on
For
the
justice.
Scrapper. Because I want this guy to have more health as well. And then, I don't know, could see just taking, like, a random character here. But is Wildfire Elemental better than a 5/6? Not that much better. Maybe I'm just better off rolling here for Utility Drone. Okay. Well, now that I find Utility Drone, I am going to add that to here.
It ain't broke. Still fix it.
Now I just have to decide what we are going for. And I think it's going to be like this, this. I think making the Deflectobots bigger as soon as possible is pretty good. The Macaw is already kind of sketchy, but I think if I put it second, it's a reasonable hedge. We're probably going to have to cut the Macaw next turn unless we get a lot of good scrap here, though. My opponent playing Macaw. Everybody loves this Elemental shenanigans. Okay, we do get to keep the Macaw around for a second. We take out their second Blade Collector. That's pretty good. Get a lot of scrap here. It's going to be another win. Everybody's so greedy. Why is everybody so greedy in this game? In Battlegrounds, in general. Alright, will we get more scrap? You can't really tell with Avenge that easily, but looks like we won't. We get a Pup Bot, which is actually fine. Yeah, Pup Bot actually makes the board here. Just as a random ass mech.
Nice work out there.
Definitely grabbing Lullabot. Rolling for more drones. Taking a Scrapper and an Accordotron. Okay. Drakari Enchanter is good with Utility Drone, as we learned from last game. And Lullabots. But I'm also full on minions here, because I'm going to play Pup Bot and Scrapper. Do I want
detected.
Drakari Enchanter? That's a tough one. I think I play this here because I'm not going to throw away this one.
Horse lead, decompress. Play some music. Play some music.
Let's just roll.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Don't really need Kangor either. Might actually be worth it to get this Utility Drone out of here so that way Harvest Golem can actually summon. Because our board is currently a little too big. Okay, they get a bunch of free Divine Shields, not too shabby. And then we lose our Harvest Golem. But just in time, we grab 2 Divine Shields for it. Not summoning that much though here. A little bit awkward. Okay, that survives. That dies. One Lullabot goes down. Bad combat RNG for me here too. We take a nice little chunk of damage here. No damage cap either. 24 out of nowhere. That's smarts. Okay, well hopefully some other players are dead by the time we've got to play them again. I mean,
How's it going out there?
I also don't think I'm a total dog to them either. We'll see what we can do here. I like giving stealth to Scrapper. The Storybook Brawler, thank you very much for the support. Looking to replace Pup Bot, looking for another Scrapper. Potentially another Deflecto, though not that keen on it. We could take Drakari here. Oh, here's another Replicating Menace. That's actually quite nice to get another thing that we can put Microbots into. Alright, I'm actually just going to take that. And I'll see what I'm going to put it on to right here. Second utility drone. Well, utility drone might actually be... Right. I want to put some stuff on the utility drone. Do I want the Annoyo module here or utility drone? I want utility drone here. I'm going to lock...
If it ain't broke, still fix it.
Go to sleep.
I'm going to play like that. So this is going to get +4/+4. This is going to get +4/+4 as well. These get a bunch of extra stats, though. I maybe have to mix up where this is so that I'm not getting totally owned. And play around the Blade Collectors a little bit better, because I think I can play around Blade Collectors with this board, I just haven't been. I do pick up some scrap. That's good, but is it going to be good enough? No, then the Blade Collector comes in, and I actually lose this fight. That's embarrassing. Don't think I should have been losing. I do get a Deflectobot triple here. And am I up against the Ghost? I think I should be, yeah. Okay, so I'm up against the Ghost, plus Deflectobot triple. I think both of these things are going to help me. No, not that much. So let's just grab this for Econ. I'll grab a Noyo module. I am going to get to farm some scrap this turn. That's not worth it at this stage of the game. Neither is that. We could triple a Noyo module. Is that enough of a reason to keep them in my hand this turn? I don't think so. Any mechs here? Sure.
Target practice.
It's a tough question. Do you keep mechs in your hand, or do you play them because they will give an additional +2/+2? Is that a bigger deal than the triple? I think the triple is important. So this was the other thing I was saying I should do to play around pirates. I think one Annoyo module... you know what? No, I'm just going to play out some stuff. I'm kind of going to hedge here. Because I want to make more scrap.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I'm not sure if Deflectobot is supposed to have Divine Shield and Taunt or not, but I might just decide to put that on the Scrapper. They do have Blade Collectors here, so I kind of played around it, and then I kind of went back. It works out well enough, though. Yeah. Well, their Blade Collectors weren't big enough, so it actually didn't matter. And I think this is going to give me some more scrap here, too, which is good, because most of these Microbots will trade off with each other. Gives me a Quartotron, and that's it. Fair enough. Well, I've got a bunch of different... I could still find a triple for a Noyo module. And we're in the finals against the big Elementals player. Did not lose. Leroy seems fine. Tunnel Blaster is also an interesting proposition, assuming that they're going to stick to the same plan that they were. Yeah, let's grab it.
I like where you're going with this.
And then there's a Lullabot. Okay.
Leroy Jenkins!
I've got no clue how I'm supposed to prioritize all of those individual things, but sure.
You're doing great out there.
This might be reasonable. They're going to make a bunch of Divine Shields, and then I'm going to try to break them, but I don't know. I've got more Divine Shields than them. Maybe this was just a mistake. I do get to break their big Taunter here, though, so that's nice. And if I can break my Divine Shields first, which, like, seems possible, then maybe we kind of get them. I don't know. We just seem stronger than them this time. So I break 2 of my Divine Shields and none of theirs. Okay, Tunnel Blaster, I'm done with you. We are going to get a little bit of scrap off of 50-50 here. Nice, okay. So we get a little bit more scrapping. We're scaling. We're winning. We're doing okay. Sure. I mean, I can't lose any of these fights, but maybe Tunnel Blaster isn't it. Maybe I just showed my opponent the way, and I'm not supposed to be the one blasting here.
You're good at this.
Yeah. There's probably enough time to build another Deflectobot, huh? I should have put one of those on each Deflectobot. I maybe could have also just held it in my hand.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I am winning currently. Let's find one more magnet here. One more? Nope. Alright, let's roll it down. Harvest Golem's cute at some point. Yeah, I should have put one of those on each friend there, but regardless, this still seems pretty good. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Now I can kind of put Leroy anywhere, though it worked out well where it was, and their characters are more likely to have Divine Shields at the start of the fight. So if Leroy can attack into their big Taunter and it has a Divine Shield, then I think that's the best value it's going to get. Now, did my opponent have like a slightly better ordering they could have done? Did they lead with their Titus by accident? I'm not sure. It's possible. No, this is Drakari Enchanter. Okay. I think we're just okay. I think somehow my opponent fell off here. And their build is not as good as it used to be. Not exactly sure what happened, but I think we get the better of them here. Another Lullabot is nice. Yeah, I think so, Kalari. I think so. This looks like a winning to me. Is it a kill shot here? Oh, with these extra Doombots, maybe. Maybe. Oh, not quite. Not quite. We hit him for 16 down to 2. We could play even another Deflectobot, so here I'm looking for a Utility Drone or a Deflectobot triple, which I think is enough that I don't buy this Lullabot here. Two pretty big hits. Ooh, my opponent leveled this turn. That's got to be good for me. There's a leaper. This guy's cute. Boombox is actually pretty nice at blowing up a bunch of Divine Shields, but I'm over it.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Nope. No recruits for me this turn. Scrapper never wound up tripling that. We found enough scrap regardless. Okay, so let's throw Lulabot here so we continue to grow this, and that's all we can do. What did they level up to? They leveled to level 5. Okay, well. Seems fair. Does this have microbots? Yes. Does this have microbots? Yes. This does not. Okay, I think this is, like, as good as we can get here.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Let's see. Can we get another win? Back-to-back first-place finishes? Or are we done? I think this is a win. I don't want to count my chickens here, but seems good to me. We crack their Divine Shield Taunter. They've got a big Magma Lock, but really nothing else beyond that, and not much else even with it either. It's going to refresh some of my Divine Shields, and then we just have to get through one Magma Locking boy. And that'll attack into one of my taunts here and die, and that is another first place finish. There we go. Pretty good stuff. Whoop, bam. If we could have just hit him for 19 3 turns ago, this would have been done. But we will get the win, we will get the kill, and we will get the first place finish with a hero that I've never even seen before, let alone played. I've never seen this guy, but that puts me up to a nice final rating here of 69.05. Definitely my highest rating so far, pushing 7K. We are getting there.